Have you ever felt like your life is moving too fast? Like everyone around you is expecting something from you and you don't even know who you are anymore? You feel drained, overwhelmed, and lost in the noise of expectations. What if I told you that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to step back, disappear for a while, and allow yourself to rebuild from the inside out? Today, we are going to solve a problem that millions silently struggle with, the problem of losing oneself in the chaos of life. This is not about running away. This is about taking a deliberate pause to heal, reflect, and reconstruct the person you truly want to become. In the rush of our daily lives, we rarely stop to consider the impact of constant noise, constant social interactions, and continuous obligations. Imagine living every day as if you were in a crowded room, the volume of everyone else's voices never dropping, their opinions, demands, and expectations constantly pressing in on you. At first, you might adapt, you may even convince yourself that you are handling it well, but over time, the constant influx of external energy drains your own internal energy. Your true self becomes buried beneath layers of what others want you to be. This is why disappearance is not just a luxury, it is a necessity. Disappearance is not about abandoning responsibilities or running away from life's challenges. It is a conscious choice to step back from the distractions that cloud your judgment and prevent your growth. It is like a gardener who stops tending to the weeds for a while to focus on nourishing the soil. Without this pause, your life continues to grow, but in directions chosen by others, shaped by noise, and guided by circumstance rather than intention. When you disappear, even briefly, you create a sacred space where you can breathe, think, and reconnect with the essence of who you are. Many of us resist disappearance because it feels unnatural. We fear being judged, or we think stepping back equals weakness. But real strength is found in courageously taking time away, in choosing solitude to rediscover the core of your being. This disappearance is about detachment from external validation. It is about being comfortable with your own company, knowing that growth cannot thrive in constant comparison or distraction. Consider the life of someone who suddenly stops trying to please everyone. At first, there is discomfort. Friends might notice, family might ask questions, colleagues may misunderstand. But beneath the initial unease lies a quiet, transformative power. Disappearance allows you to evaluate your relationships, your habits, and your priorities without external interference. You begin to see what truly matters, what drains you, and what nourishes your soul. You realize that not every voice needs to be heard and not every expectation needs to be met. Disappearance also gives your mind the chance to rest and reset. Creativity, clarity, and inspiration cannot flourish in the chaos of constant activity. By stepping away, you give your brain the necessary space to process experiences, to reflect on lessons learned, and to imagine possibilities that were invisible when you were entangled in endless obligations. You might begin journaling, meditating, or simply sitting in silence. These simple practices, done consistently during your disappearance, act like a mirror, reflecting the truths you often ignore in the rush of life. Ultimately, disappearance is not about hiding, it is about reclaiming yourself. It is a strategic retreat that prepares you to return stronger, more aligned, and deeply connected to your purpose. It allows you to separate your identity from the chaos, to recognize the distinction between who you are and the roles you play. When you embrace disappearance, you are planting the seeds for a profound transformation. It is the first step toward rebuilding yourself on your own terms, not on the terms imposed by society, friends, or even family. Once you have embraced disappearance, the next crucial step is turning inward. Facing your inner self is often the most challenging part of this journey because it demands honesty, courage, and the willingness to confront aspects of yourself that you have long avoided. In our busy lives, we are constantly distracted by external stimuli, social media, work, relationships, responsibilities, so much so that we rarely have a quiet moment to meet ourselves. But when you step away, a mirror appears not in the reflection of glass, but in the reflection of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Facing yourself means asking difficult questions. Who am I when no one is watching? What are my fears, my insecurities, my regrets? What patterns in my life keep repeating, and why? These questions are uncomfortable because they pierce the protective walls we have built around our ego. Most people avoid this because self-examination can feel like opening a wound, exposing vulnerabilities that society teaches us to hide. Yet, it is precisely in this confrontation that transformation begins. The mind, when undistracted, becomes a powerful tool of clarity and insight. Consider the metaphor of a sculptor. You cannot create a masterpiece without first stripping away the unnecessary material from a block of stone. Similarly, facing your inner self allows you to chisel away the layers of pretense, distraction, and self-deception. You start seeing the habits, beliefs, and relationships that no longer serve your growth. Perhaps you realize that you have been living to meet other people's expectations rather than your own dreams. Perhaps you recognize the negative self-talk that quietly sabotages your confidence. In these moments, the discomfort is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are confronting truths essential for your evolution. Facing your inner self also brings emotional clarity. Often, we accumulate unresolved feelings, resentment, guilt, fear, or anger that cloud our judgment and limit our potential. By being alone with yourself, you allow these emotions to surface. The goal is not to judge them, but to understand them. When you acknowledge these emotions, you reclaim control over them. You learn to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. You learn that emotional awareness is not weakness, but a cornerstone of strength. Another vital aspect of this keynote is confronting your dreams and desires. In the noise of life, your true aspirations often get buried beneath shoulds and obligations. When you disappear, you create space to identify what excites you, what purpose drives you, and what legacy you want to leave behind. It is a moment of profound self-alignment where your inner compass can finally recalibrate without interference from societal pressure or fleeting opinions. It is natural to feel fear during this process. Some fears will be rational, others irrational. Some may relate to the unknown, while others may stem from insecurities you have carried for years. But fear is not a signal to retreat. It is a signal to go deeper. Every confrontation with your inner self strengthens your resilience, hones your self-awareness, and lays the groundwork for a life built on authenticity. Ultimately, facing your inner self is about reclaiming your narrative. It is about understanding who you are at your core, separating your identity from external influences, and preparing the foundation for the person you are meant to become. This is the stage where your disappearance becomes not an escape, but a purposeful journey inward, one that will allow you to rebuild yourself with clarity, wisdom, and intention. After facing your inner self, you begin to realize something profound. Much of what you believed defined you. Your habits, relationships, roles, and even beliefs may no longer serve the person you are becoming. Shedding your old identity is a courageous and essential step in the process of rebuilding yourself. It is not about erasing your past entirely, but about releasing attachments that keep you stuck, patterns that limit your growth, and identities imposed by circumstances, people, or society. Our identities are often formed unconsciously. We absorb expectations from family, friends, teachers, and society without questioning if they align with our true self. Over time, these external influences create a mask, a version of ourselves designed to be accepted or praised rather than authentic. The problem is that wearing this mask feels safe, but it comes at a cost. You gradually lose touch with who you really are. The mask may gain recognition from the outside world, but inside, it breeds dissatisfaction, confusion, and restlessness. Shedding the old identity begins with awareness. You start noticing the areas of your life where you are acting out of habit or obligation rather than desire or conviction. Maybe you pursue a career because it's expected, or maintain friendships out of guilt rather than connection. Maybe your reactions are dictated by fear of judgment, and your choices are limited by old beliefs that no longer hold meaning. Recognition is the first step. The next is release. Releasing the old identity is often uncomfortable because it challenges the very foundation of what you have known yourself to be. It may feel like losing a part of yourself, and in many ways it is, but it is a shedding of the unnecessary, not the essence. Think of a snake shedding its skin. For a brief moment, the process feels raw and vulnerable, yet it is necessary for growth, strength, and freedom. Similarly, when you let go of what no longer serves you, you create space for a renewed, authentic version of yourself to emerge. One of the most critical parts of this process is letting go of external validation. Often, our old identities are reinforced by the approval of others. We conform, adapt, and perform to fit expectations. Shedding the old identity requires stepping out of that cycle. It means being comfortable with discomfort, with others questioning your choices, with society misunderstanding your intentions. True liberation comes when your sense of worth is no longer tethered to anyone's approval. Shedding the old identity also involves re-evaluating relationships. Some connections, however familiar, may be holding you back. They may drain your energy or reinforce outdated patterns. Releasing these relationships does not mean harboring resentment. It means prioritizing your growth and aligning yourself with people who support your evolution. This may be difficult, but it is a necessary part of rebuilding a life that reflects your true self. Finally, shedding the old identity requires patience and persistence. Change does not happen overnight. You may find yourself slipping back into old habits or identities. This is natural. What matters is the conscious effort to return to your path of authenticity, to consistently choose actions and thoughts that reflect your renewed self. Each time you shed a layer of the old identity, you step closer to the person you are, meant to become a person defined not by expectations, but by purpose, clarity, and inner alignment. By consciously releasing the old self, you prepare the foundation for a life of intention and meaning. You learn that growth is not about adding more to yourself, but about removing what is unnecessary, allowing your authentic essence to shine through, and making room for the transformation that lies ahead. After disappearance, introspection, and shedding your old identity, the final and most transformative stage is rebuilding yourself with intention, clarity, and purpose. This is the stage where all the silence, reflection, and release culminate into creation. Rebuilding is not merely about returning to your old life with a few changes. It is about consciously designing the life, mindset, and self that you truly desire. The process begins with vision. You need to know not just who you want to become, but also the values, habits, and attitudes that will define your renewed self. Take the time to imagine the life you want, free from limitations imposed by fear, judgment, or expectation. Picture your daily routines, the relationships you nurture, the work you engage in, and the mindset you carry. This vision becomes the blueprint for your reconstruction. Without it, you risk rebuilding in a way that replicates old patterns or drifts aimlessly. Rebuilding with purpose requires deliberate action. Every small choice becomes a brick in the foundation of your new self. It might be adopting a daily habit of reflection, cultivating patience, learning new skills, or embracing healthier routines. These actions may seem minor, but their consistency compounds over time, reshaping your character, mindset, and life. True rebuilding is never accidental. It is intentional, persistent, and aligned with the vision you have created during your period of reflection. Equally important is the mindset shift that occurs during this stage. You begin to see yourself as an architect of your own life rather than a passive participant. You recognize that while the past shapes you, it does not define you. Every experience, including failures and setbacks, becomes a lesson, a tool, and a stepping stone rather than a burden. This mindset is essential because it transforms challenges into opportunities and fear into fuel for growth. Rebuilding also involves redefining relationships. You now have clarity about which connections uplift, support, and inspire you versus those that drain or distract you. Purposeful rebuilding encourages surrounding yourself with people who resonate with your values and vision, creating an environment that nurtures growth rather than stifles it. It is not about isolation, it is about alignment, choosing relationships that reflect and amplify the person you're becoming. Another critical aspect is embracing self-compassion. During rebuilding, there will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and emotional turbulence. Recognize that growth is rarely linear. Be patient with yourself, honor your progress, and treat every stumble as a lesson rather than failure. The act of self-compassion strengthens resilience, encourages persistence, and ensures that your reconstruction is sustainable rather than fleeting. Finally, rebuilding with purpose is about integration. It is about taking the insights, clarity, and self-awareness gained during disappearance and introspection and applying them in your daily life. It is about living authentically, with intentionality, guiding every decision, action, and interaction. When you rebuild in this way, you emerge not just renewed, but transformed, stronger, wiser, and deeply connected to your own truth. This stage is where the cycle completes. Disappearance becomes presence, reflection becomes action, release becomes creation. Rebuilding with purpose ensures that the life you now live is not dictated by the noise of the world or the expectations of others, but by the deliberate, conscious choice to honor your own growth, values, and potential. As you step back into the world after this journey of disappearance, introspection, shedding, and rebuilding, remember that transformation is not a one-time event, it is a continuous process. Life will always present challenges, distractions, and expectations, but the difference now is that you have learned to anchor yourself in your own clarity and purpose. You have discovered the power of solitude, the courage to face your inner truths, the wisdom to release what no longer serves you, and the strength to rebuild consciously. Carry this awareness with you every day. Let it guide your choices, influence your relationships, and shape the life you live. When the noise of the world grows loud, remind yourself that it is okay to step back, to pause, to disappear, not as an act of retreat, but as an act of preservation, growth, and renewal. The person you are becoming is not defined by what you leave behind, but by the intentional steps you take to align with your true self. Rebuilding yourself is the greatest act of self-respect and love you can offer, not just to yourself, but to the world. Because when you live fully, intentionally, and authentically, you inspire others to do the same. Life is not about the pace of your journey. It is about the depth of your presence, the clarity of your purpose, and the courage to keep evolving into the best version of you.